Governor Sloan, I was hoping we might have a word.
Come into town and we'll talk. I trust you won't cause any trouble.
We'll be with you shortly. Tanaka, what kind of welcome can we expect this far out?
Frontier colony like this? Not much. Best suggestion is to keep weapons down and hands off.
Everyone the Meridian Station is secure. One of those things are one. They seem to have fallen back. Few fire evidence to make them. If you're hurt, go see Dr.
This material hasn't been cataloged yet, so hands off.
Son of an hell. We're a family here. Let's deal with this. No. I want everyone to know we had some unexpected help from the UNSC. They're here in Meridian Station with my permission, and they saved the lives.
Is that Governor Sloan?
They'll be leaving as soon as they came. Until they're gone, you treat them as you would any Lieutenant employee. Anyone gives a guff will answer to me. Understand?
Not too excited about kissing the behinds of UNSC.
He's an AI.
What's wrong with him? He looks broken. Rampancy onset. Late stage from the looks. Probably sacrificing resolution for logic cycles.
I have welcomed you to my home. Do not be so rude as to make my health a point of conversation.
Of course, Governor. My apologies. We're looking for another Spartan fire team.
Why so many Spartans here? Why now? I'm unaware of other UNSC agents in our midst, but you have done right by my people so far. Have your look, but make it quick. Governor Sloan, out.
So where do we start looking?
The best intel in a place like this comes from the people. Keep your ears open.
Why the hell did they put perishables in with the air filters?
Sloan probably needed to grease some palms at the loading dock.
Running a top-level D-glass south of the populated area, and we hit some kind of metal we couldn't cut through. Ran a pulse, and we got echoes of a subterranean structure or something. I don't know, I'm not on the anthro team. The thing is, there's loose soil beneath it, so whatever that metal is, it shrugged off a direct plasma bombardment. Damnedest thing.
You thought any more about that export business I came up with?
I'll get the guys who spend all day worrying about Governor Sloan. And you can't deny, he does a hell of a job. I'm sure he does that thing where he talks with two voices sometimes, but most folk do the same thing. Just aren't courteous enough to do it out loud. Doesn't bother me. I know he's got Meridian's best interests at heart.
I've never seen a glassed planet in person before. It's kind of pretty.
Vale, you got a weird idea of pretty.
Homeworld got glassed. Was on the other side of a knob when the Coveys hit the capital city. Survived the blast easy. But when the ground melts, debris gets thrown into the atmosphere, blocks out the sun. Instant ice age for the whole world. Surviving that's a bit less easy.
The high winds the plasma kicks up, scatters things for miles. Stuff can get thrown into the molten soil, and if it doesn't burn up, it sticks like a fly in amber. Or things get caught in bubbles of ash, like inside a snow globe. And sometimes things just happen, like finding one single house, untouched in a glass field. Figure that's just to help us remember. Make us remember.
We should talk to the people of this station. One of them might have seen signs of Blue Team.
Perks are here.
Don't be alarmed. The fire is being contained.
It doesn't look very contained.
We have it limited to the non-essential supplies.
We have non-essential supplies?
Just stay back, please.
Up on a station, everything's white and gray and bland. Some folk are afraid of any place the corners aren't round. Wouldn't dream of living down here, where the ground is ash and glass. Good riddance. A few years' time, kids who come up on Meridian are gonna run this system. That's your life.
What kind of aliens?
Please disperse. Those damn things hit everything that can burn.
We didn't lose anybody, did we?
Don't think so. It was a small attack force.
Doc Cale says it could have been a lot worse.
Talking to the people should help us find Blue Team.
Never could wrap my head around those independent colony types.
What's to understand? People like their freedom.
UNSC ain't exactly a totalitarian state.
It's still a state. A state who says where a body can settle and where it can't. That kind of oversight ain't needed on the frontier.
You figure we could crack the shutter open, give the habitation area some fresh air?
They've got the ventilation fans.
Come on. You know how hot it gets in there with these things closed.
Do you not see the 4 heavily armed thugs walking around here waiting for something to shoot?
Sloan said they wouldn't start trouble.
And he also said to keep the shutter closed. Orders are orders.
What the hell happened?
Tower got hit in the attack.
Everyone make it out okay?
Yeah, went up slow.
Small favors, right?
Meridian didn't get it too bad. They hit the human settlement hard, sure, and the plasma bombardment boiled some of the oceans off, but there was enough atmosphere to hold some steam in. Coveys did a rush job, and the planet survived. Less than a third is left out of Lyra. So we chip away at the worst parts like cutting the rot off an apple. Quick job. Should be done inside of 20 years.
We'll get this figured out.
Plasma they use to glass planets burns so hot, most stuff just vaporizes. But sometimes there's a flicker in the beam and the temp drops just enough. That's how you get stuff that's still intact. And yeah, sometimes you get bodies. It's ugly, but I didn't get hung up about it. What gets me, though, is the dogs. Just excavated a homestead and there was a leash leading under the porch. So I'm taking a day off.
I'm assessing the damage now. Scattered fires, but nothing permanent.
It's good to hear. What's with the armor jockeys?
My concern, not yours. Focus on getting those mongooses operational.
You got it, Governor Sloan. Next shipment's already scheduled.
Get this figured out.
Found a body in the glass today. Shook me up. Doc Hale said I should talk about it, so here. I'm talking about it. Think I'm done now.
What happened over at the comms tower, Ed?
Cleared deep the other day. Cut through what used to be a forest. Dug through the glass and cracked right into a natural cave formation. Found actual plant life and pools of standing water with little white bugs hopping around in them. After working sterile glass for so long, seeing those bugs done me a world of good.
Schedule another scene. Did you hear anything else? Any other transmissions?
There was nothing else. The signal went dead. We couldn't signal back.
You're all right.
There
Governor
was smoke
Sloan will
everywhere.
take care of everything.
We might be able to help. Where was that transmission sent from?
UNSC swooping down to take our claim. I'll tell you what. Our folks at Apogee are plenty strong. Don't think you vultures can pick the bone so fast.
Wait, what do you say? Apogee? I think that's our location.
Seen anything like this?
Was anyone with you at the outpost?
Just me. I heard we got hit here and hopped a mongoose back. Right as I left, that ship flew past in the other direction, real low.
What was its bearing?
Going toward the station. And it was going fast.
We'll get this figured out. What do you think they were heading over to do?
Nothing good. I figured letting Sloan know was my best bet.
Relax, Carter. I'll talk to Governor Sloan and see what he wants to do.
You saw a ship? Any markings?
Pound glass, UNSC. It's not my problem if your buddies didn't tell you where they parked. You ought to synchronize your drop zones better next time.
Catch that? Sounds like it was a UNSC ship.
So Apogee came under attack, and then a UNSC ship was seen heading that way.
Find a network terminal. I want to know more about Apogee Station.
Artemis ought to be able to track down a suitable network terminal. Ping it.
Accessing terminal.
Did I give you permission to poke about?
Your people saw a UNSC ship out near Apogee Station.
UNSC at Apogee? Why are you people all over my planet?
With your permission, we'd like to go ask them ourselves.
There's a cargo Pelican on the Meridian Station landing pad. It'll get you out to Apogee the quickest.
We appreciate it, Governor.
I'm sure you do.
Boarding the Pelican.